Welcome back to CuboldCast. Today, we will be looking back on all the games that we played in 2020. So you guys excited for Christmas?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. It's only a couple days away at this point. And when the episode releases, I think it'll be 2 days away.
Yeah.
So
That's crazy.
it's pretty
weird,
close.
though. I feel like this year, I don't know. It seems like people are more festive, but also it doesn't feel right. I don't know. I can't
This is
explain it.
A very odd year. And
Yeah.
today's another odd podcast because we're at different places again.
Yeah.
Turns out that I actually did have COVID last week. We were talking about that the last podcast. And I think Chug had it too, but he was negative.
Well, I
after a
did
couple
have
days.
it.
Yeah,
for
I'm
like
pretty
a
sure
few
you had
days.
it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been weird the last couple of weeks. We haven't really done a whole lot, gone a whole lot of places.
Yeah. We're waiting it out still. At some point, we'll be able to get back to normal, but for now, it's remote.
Yeah.
But actually, you know what? The quality actually was pretty good. Considering.
Yeah, I was actually impressed with the quality, to be honest.
Yeah.
One thing we talked about last time was Cyberpunk. Because it was about to release the last
right.
podcast.
Mm.
I wanted to talk about that. I mean, we don't own the game. We only know the general perception of the game so far.
Well, because of all the bugs and glitches that the game had when it released, we didn't really play it.
I feel like that's the main issue that people had with the game, though.
I
Or
heard
the
a
bugs.
couple different things about it. I heard the bugs were a major issue. The main story was okay. It was decent, but the side quests were amazing.
Yeah.
That's what I've
No,
heard. I've also heard that the world feels somewhat lifeless, like it's only there to exist for the story.
I've heard in areas, like some areas are extremely populated, but some areas are desolate. There's no one there.
The
Yeah.
NPCs apparently feel like 2012 NPCs, if that makes sense.
Yeah, the AI is pretty dumb,
Yeah, the AI is just trash in it.
which it was expected. We all expected this to happen. We never expected this bang out game to come and like destroy every game in 2020.
I think it's exactly what we estimated it to be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty
That-
much.
Some people love it, and some people see the issues with it, and they don't really care for it.
Yeah, I didn't get mixed reviews on Steam, which we were saying, but the reviews are mixed online
Mhm.
from everyone else. And I feel like once they fix a lot of the issues with it, it'll be better.
I think the most disturbing thing was the PS4 and the
Uh,
Xbox One releases. That, I mean, I can't even. How do you release that and feel okay with that?
I don't know.
I mean, it's unbearable. It's not even playable. It's
You've
like
seen the
20
meme.
frames.
You've seen the meme where it's
Yeah.
like the buildings are like low poly.
Yeah, it's actually terrible.
Gross.
I recommend everyone that's listening to go and look up either PS4 or Xbox One. Xbox One gameplay of Cyberpunk, and it's
it reminds me
terrible.
of when Black Ops 3 was released. It was also released
I
on
remember
PS3, and the
'Cause I was
graphics were
thinking-
horrendous.
I remember that because I was thinking, I was like, didn't someone else do this and it was terrible? And that's actually the game I was thinking of.
Yeah, like they
I
just
didn't
kind of
remember.
threw this game on PS3 just because, and they had to dumb down the graphics.
It wasn't
considerably.
even Treyarch though.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was another developer that put it,
was.
on
It
there.
wasn't
was.
Treyarch. Like
Well,
that's
yeah, it
actually
was.
annoying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, doesn't make any sense to me. Like, why not just fully push on the new consoles? Like, I don't even think that the sales were going to be big on the previous consoles. Well, I mean, there are people at that time did have the previous consoles, but I don't think it's worth it. It's going to look like that.
Yeah.
I mean, for me personally, I don't even know if the new consoles are worth it yet.
Yeah.
There aren't that many good games on it. I mean, there's Demon Souls, which I'm excited about, but I don't know what else. Bug
I think many-
Snacks. I'm going to play Bug Snacks.
That's not. That's on PC. I don't know why they were like showing that as a PS exclusive.
I
don't
think
know.
if anything, I would get the PS5. I know all of us would get the PS5.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because of the exclusive. I mean, if anything, we're able to get Halo Infinite on Game Pass, aren't we?
Yeah, we have
Yeah.
no
Yeah.
incentive to go to Xbox.
Yeah, there's no reason.
I mean,
I
yeah,
don't
the
know
only exclusives for
spec-wise.
Xbox are on PC anyway.
Pretty
Isn't it-
much.
Isn't it the Xbox Series X that's a little more powerful than the PS5? 'Cause I don't know exact specs, but
I haven't been following the new consoles because I'm really not interested in any of the games that are currently out, except for Demon's Souls.
I think this is the first year. Well, actually, last console release I was following, but I think this is the first console release where I don't really know anything about because I don't care for it. I don't even look up. I feel like we would know a lot more if we were actually console players and we kind of followed the news and followed the people that actually talk about it.
Yeah, but even then, why would they go with the new consoles when there aren't that many new games? I mean, the launch title for PS5 was GTA 5, a game from 2013.
Well, the thing is with the PS5, there's the cross-compatible discs with PS4, which the PS4 didn't have with PS3.
Oh.
That is a plus for it.
That is, yeah, definitely.
Because like this morning, I was watching some dude play Bloodborne, and he was doing it on the PS5. It was 30 FPS, but you could still play it.
Yeah.
And it was PS4 version. So, I mean, that could be a plus.
Oh, it definitely is a plus. But what other games? Why would you spend $500 to get a console where there are barely any games for?
Miles Morales. That's a good one, but it is short.
I heard people say that it's DLC for the first Spider-Man.
Yeah,
like it doesn't feel like a fully fledged game.
Sackboy.
See, I wasn't even interested in that though.
Did it?
I still want to play it. That's something I want to play, even though it's not the same experience that we're all used to.
I don't know. I love the old Little Big Planet. Like even if they put Little Big Planet 3 on there, like a better version of it,
they should just remake Little Big Planet 2, remaster it.
They should.
That would be incredible.
But
the same 3 layers.
Yeah, 3 layer. Yeah, everything was perfect. I don't even know what they added.
Good effects.
Like, how could they expand on what they already had? And a little bit. I mean, obviously the layers, but what else? I mean, they had a full-on music creation system in Little Big Planet 2.
Yeah,
imagine if that game came out now in the day of social media. Do you know how big Little Big Planet would be?
Insane.
And I feel like people would be more, imaginative with the content they make in it too.
Well, they would share it with people on social media, and it would be huge on YouTube. Because when
definitely.
Little Big Planet 2 was out, not everyone was into YouTube and social media and all that.
No.
And so LBP2 was basically like its own little social network, kind of this isolated bubble.
I would say that was the best gaming community that I've ever seen in my life.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Was Little Big Planet 2.
We've done a whole podcast on it, talking about it. It was just so good.
It's weird because I might have said this before, but when you go on videos and like Little Big Planet videos and you see people come back years later, they all say the same thing. It's like we all have the same childhood. Everyone dressed emo, made their Sackboy look emo, and everyone played the same levels, the Mortal Kombat, the Angry Birds bomb survival. It's like
they were just so fun and imaginative. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, there's Miles Morales for PS5 release exclusives. There's Horizon Forbidden West.
Is that out?
No, that's not out.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it's out yet. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart.
That's also not out.
Gran Turismo. Not really interested in that. What's Returnal? Demon Souls.
I don't know.
Demon Souls is probably one of the biggest ones, if not.
See, they should have launched all those games with the PS5.
Yeah, they really should have.
That would have given people much more incentive to buy it.
I heard Astro's Playroom was cool, though.
Is it? Yeah, I heard that too.
It's like a full-fledged game built into the PS5.
That's cool.
To kind of to showcase the controller.
Yeah, I heard people say that they weren't expecting it to be that good. They thought it was just going to be a little tag on, but it was a really solid game.
I mean, I was going to buy the PS5.
Yeah,
when it got closer to launch, I was like, what point is there to buy this right now?
Oh, well, God of War Ragnarok.
Not even that, but we can't even get one. No one
That's true, yeah.
Unless you buy it from a scraper.
Yeah, people are trying so hard to get them, and they're not even in stock.
Same with the graphics cards and processors. It's so annoying.
Is it just me, or have you guys not seen anything on the new Sackboy game?
I haven't seen anything. Like, absolutely zero.
That's so odd. I haven't seen anything either, and it's
been a really weird year for games because games are released and you don't even know.
Yeah,
like you're like, oh wait, that game is out, and it's been out for like a month.
Well, also you're looking on like Steam or something, and then you're like, wait, what is this game? And then you find a game that you want, and you buy it, and it's like amazing.
Yeah, it's just a couple of those games, like Noita and Hades,
I was randomly watching someone play Noita, and then I was like, "Oh, that's sick!" And I showed it to you, and you loved it.
Yeah, I have 50 hours in that game now.
Oh wow,
It's so
Hades
fun.
looks awesome.
Yeah, Hades.
I'm gonna
is
buy
awesome.
that soon. There are
So
just so
good.
many games that came out this year that I've never even heard of, and
Yeah.
a lot of them are amazing. Like Teardown, that other destruction game, that voxel-based
Yeah,
destruction game.
That looks really fun.
If that was multiplayer, that would be awesome.
It'd be kind of like sort of like a Payday, isn't it? But like not like a Payday. I mean,
kind
obviously
of.
the mechanics are different, but
I mean,
Like
in
the
terms
kinda-
of that there are heists, yeah.
yeah,
But it's not like you go into a bank and rob it. It's more of like there are a whole bunch of buildings, and in each of these buildings, there's a safe that you have to steal. And you have one main safe you can steal for the objective, but there are like 3 optional ones. And the thing is, but when you steal one, a timer goes off for a minute, and you have a minute to get out of there before the police come. So you
Yeah.
have to make your escape route and how you're going to steal all the safes like planned out before by
how many
destroying the
levels are
environment.
there? Or how many
There are
scenarios?
a lot of levels, a lot of them.
Huh.
Like I've done like probably 15 to 20 so far, and I'm only a couple hours in. Like,
Oh wow.
yeah, there's a lot,
Same map?
surprisingly. No, there are like 4 maps.
Oh wow.
I've played 3 of them so far. I haven't gotten to the 4th one.
That's
There are so many different tools you can use too. Like there's a board tool where you can connect things with boards or create ramps. You
Yeah.
get a blowtorch where you can dig through metal with that. You get
I like the
rocket launchers.
graphics.
Yeah, they are cool.
They're very
I like
cool.
how it looks.
The physics,
I love
Yeah.
physics games.
Yeah.
kind of like Noita.
Hmm. Yeah, that game's awesome.
Yeah, that one's another one that I want to get into soon.
Yeah, it's so cool because there are so many secrets that people haven't discovered. It's one of those games that, by a smaller developer, that they just pack so much content in because they love it, and they
Yeah.
pack secrets that people spend hundreds of hours and don't even find. And
Yeah.
it's up to you to just go and locate these secrets. Like you can go to the moon in it.
Whoa, what?
Yeah, and there's actually a complete copy of the lower part of the map in the sky, like a sky version of it that you have to go through to get to the moon. There are parallel universes you can go to.
In the world.
Yeah, there are multiple things outside of the main map, like completely new areas. You can go way past the final boss, and there are new areas.
Wow.
That's another game that was in early access for years and then finally officially released this year.
Yeah.
There's a lot of those. Like Hades. Hades was like came out like 2 years ago. And then we haven't heard of it. And then all of a sudden it comes out like in September and then it blows up.
Yeah.
Like, there's a
lot
lot
of
of
people that were
games.
streaming it. Streaming it and making videos on it.
I feel
Yeah,
like
I saw a
this
bunch
year,
of people.
this year has been a better year for indie games than anything.
Yeah,
Definitely.
definitely.
Because the big studios had to shut down because of COVID and all that. So the indie games really had a chance to shine because they only had a couple people in the studio,
That's
and they
true.
could work from home and all
Like
that.
Fall Guys.
Yeah, Fall Guys.
Fall Guys is a weird. It's a weird subject because it's kind of a sad one though.
It is.
It
Yeah.
is.
I really like Fall Guys, but for some reason, a game that was several or like a year old, Among Us. How old
Yeah,
was
yeah.
Among Us? Yeah, it was a
Yeah,
year
it's for a
old.
year.
It just blew up out of nowhere and completely took Fall Guys' place. Like
Yeah,
no,
'cause
everyone
Fall
forgot
Guys
about
was
Fall
very
Guys.
popular. Actually, Fall Guys was like, what was it? Top of Steam? Or not Steam. Twitch at one
So
point.
yeah.
Yeah,
For a
Fall
while.
Guys was crazy. We bought it. We streamed it like 3 weeks in a row, maybe 2,
Mhm.
and then all of a sudden, Among Us blew up, and
and just
and everyone
buried
forgot
Fall
about it.
Guys. It just buried it.
it's
Yeah.
weird because I almost fall victim to this. Not that I play Among Us a lot, but I fall victim to. I even opened up Fall Guys the other day, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna play. And something came over me. I was like, I don't want to play, even though it's
Yeah.
such a good game and it's so fun.
well,
it's so
it's better with
just
friends.
makes you laugh.
You don't want to
Yeah.
play by
Yeah,
yourself.
definitely. Oh yeah.
And I feel like it's not that fun to watch. That's probably the key. Like it's fun for the first few rounds you watch the streamer play, but then it gets boring.
Yeah.
Because there's only so much the streamer can do and say, and only so many interactions they can have with people. Like
Mhm.
they pull them off the edge, or
Yeah.
they get repeatedly bashed down, and it's funny for a bit. But with Among Us, I feel like there's more variations that can occur because of the human
Yeah.
element and the way you discuss with other
Mhm.
people.
Yeah. There's unlimited possibilities. I think maybe the format of Fall Guys is a little weak.
There wasn't too much.
It's odd, because it's elimination until you're the last person alive, but it's not as replayable as something like a normal battle royale. Because I guess you could call it a battle royale because you are,
Yeah, it definitely
aiming
is
to
a battle
survive and
royale.
be the last person. Yeah,
I think
but
the
it's split
key
into game modes.
the key is it's not random enough. It's the same courses repeatedly, and eventually those courses kind of get boring.
Yeah.
So if there
Well,
was
they
some
just-
way they could randomize every single course, that would be a lot better for people.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like different variables.
Yeah, different
things change,
obstacles.
things
Like
switch
maybe
up.
like they have modifiers, like where you're very slippery or something like that. Just
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
different
yeah.
every single round, and you
There
never
was a
know
new
what to
season
expect.
that came out.
Season
Yeah,
3, yeah.
that actually looked fun with the snow and all that.
Yeah, I see some like slippery ice here. I'm watching a little gameplay video right now.
Yeah, like imagine if they randomly added some sort of like crippling effect to your character, like
Yeah.
you fall down randomly, or the whole ground is slippery, or when you touch another
Yeah.
player, they go flying. Just I don't know, really cool stuff like that.
Yeah, it's weird. I think this game like made us rage
It
more than
did,
some
It
other
did,
games.
actually, yeah.
because
Does-
people would be so annoying.
They would. Like, they would
Yeah.
stand at the edge of the exit. Or not the
Oh,
exit.
and pull
the-
you off.
Yeah, and literally just stand there, and then there's like one person left, and then as you're running up, they just go across it, and you like get super angry.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, yeah.
Okay, what were you saying about Fall Guys?
Me?
Yeah, didn't you say something? Maybe not.
I don't know. I'm seeing a lot of things.
One game I wanted to mention was Horizon Zero Dawn on PC.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't play it.
That game is really, really good, and I never finished it.
Same.
I still really want to finish it because it was amazing.
But there were just too many crashes when the game released.
Yeah, Chug could
Yeah,
barely
I
play
heard
the
that.
game. He would start up the game, he would start playing for 10 minutes, and then the game would crash, and then he'd be in the same spot he was before.
Yeah, it was very, very frustrating.
It's a great game that suffered from launch bugs.
But
I never bought it.
they have like there's been like 12 or 13 updates
Yeah.
that if I probably get into it again, it probably won't crash for me. But I just haven't had the chance to download it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
really want to finish it because it's a fun game.
Some other indie game that I think really deserves some a highlight here is Phasmophobia.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That game was incredible. I remember looking through Steam and I saw it and I was like, oh, this is for VR, but this looks awesome. And then the next day I come back and I look at it and it's not for just VR. It's also for people that don't have VR.
Yeah.
So then I downloaded it and then I think it's, I don't know, it's weird. It does atmosphere perfectly.
I streamed it the other day actually.
Yeah, I know. I figured because I came in late and you guys already had 4 people. So
Oh, okay.
I figured might as well just, play something else and let everyone else play. But
Yeah,
but
Phasmophobia
then
is really good. It
I wanted to ask you guys, how do you guys feel about the new prison map?
It's too
Did you play it?
Too big again?
We did
no,
play it.
I wasn't able to.
Wait, did I play
I
it?
wasn't able to play.
we
Oh
played
yeah,
it.
I played it.
No, we weren't ready for it.
You
It
see,
was too
ready?
it's too big.
there's a weird contrast in that game. There are the normal maps, like the starter maps, the houses, the farmhouse, and then there are the giant ones. I feel like there's
Yeah.
not a medium-sized map to
No,
start
the
on.
prison's medium.
It's still huge.
really?
It's incredibly big. I don't even know. Like,
Yeah.
Honestly, I think the smaller maps are where the game shines because it's more confined. What do you say? Confound?
Yeah,
Confined?
yeah.
Confined. I don't know. Either one. No, but I think those are where it shines because you get claustrophobic. Things are so close together, and you don't feel like you have this massive pool where you can just run around. Because I didn't. I forget who I was with, but when I played it last time, the school building. Oh no, maybe it wasn't the school.
the asylum.
The asylum. That thing is huge.
Oh, you should have
It wasn't scary.
seen some of the replays that we had the other night when we were
Did you
streaming.
guys play Asylum?
No, we didn't do the asylum, but
Oh.
we did the farmhouse a lot because that's like the scariest map.
I think that one's really good. Yeah.
But there were so many like little things that happened, like Ricky would just start screaming at us because we would all leave the house.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah,
or-
Ricky flips out.
It's so
Well,
funny.
we started the stream and we started the game, and we were totally unprepared because we forgot how to play. So we didn't have flashlights with us. So Caleb and Ben had flashlights, and Ricky and I didn't. So I was like, guys, let's leave. I don't have a flashlight. I'm not going to play without a flashlight. And then Caleb left just out of the blue. He was the host. And so he told me he left, and I left. And Ricky didn't know. So then Ricky shows up. He joins the next lobby, and he was flipping out, and his mic was glitching. And he was going like chipmunk voice, and he was just going on and on and on about how we left him. And he was yelling at us, and all three of us were dying laughing at it. But then it was
awesome.
hilarious because he'd be in the house, and we'd hear him flipping out at something. Like, you know when you spam the chat button, and it makes the walkie-talkie go on and off? Chug and I were doing that, and he thought it was the ghost hunting. And he's like, guys, the ghosts are hunting. He was like flipping out, and we were just laughing at him.
Awesome.
It was
so
a lot of
funny.
fun.
Yeah, that game is definitely something that, I mean, if you're looking for a really fun and creepy experience with friends, then that one's a really good one. Yeah, I kind of want to try the new prison map.
Yeah.
But
It's fun.
Here's my take on like the maps. I feel like they need an in-between between the prison size and the farmhouse, because I feel like even that is too big, and you walk way too slowly. Like, even when you press sprint, you go slow. It's not even normal walk speed when you press sprint.
Well, the thing is, it's different because it's like a VR game too.
Made for VR.
In VR, you're not supposed to be like walking fast like that. And
No,
so
but you
it's not going to
teleport.
be. No, you don't teleport. You walk.
No, most VR games have teleporting because walking creates a large amount
No,
of motion sickness.
Phasmophobia has walking, doesn't teleport.
I was watching Ricky play it, and he turned on teleporting because he was
There might be teleporting.
he was getting
actually,
motion
now
sickness
that I
from it.
remember. I think there's both.
There's both.
They
yeah.
always include both because the walking creates a lot of motion sickness. So that's why teleporting exists. But I don't know. Even with teleporting, I feel like it would be too
At least
slow.
have you faster in at least the PC version.
Like literally
non VR.
double the run speed because you walk for so long.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would even say make more of the smaller maps. Those are what really works.
Yeah.
The houses and
Yeah, make a small
stuff like that. Maybe even a
creepy map.
mansion.
Yeah,
A mansion that's
would be
not
cool.
too big. That would be a nice in between the prison and the other one.
Yeah.
Houses.
Dude, you know what they should do? They should what is it? Like I can't think of it. Like team up with other horror movies and other horror stuff and put
DLC.
or just new maps, just like let's say like the house from It. And then it's like that, or I don't know, the house from
about the
Resident
Nun?
Evil or something.
Oh, like have like a church or something?
Yeah, the nun from the movie.
Yeah.
Whatever that. I forget the name of the movie. Or Conjuring, I think it is.
Team up
They're
with
from the
like different companies and
That would be cool.
make cool maps. I don't know.
I think.
I know on the roadmap they're gonna add how someone could play the ghost.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
just about
definitely.
to say. I think
Oh,
when they add that, it's gonna really blow up because it adds
Yeah.
another human element to the game. When someone can play as the ghost and haunt people, that'd be so fun.
That would be hilarious.
Imagine that though, like that you can walk around and you know that you're right next to them and you can show up whenever you want and stuff like that.
Yeah, you can hear them on the walkie-talkies. Because one of the things is that basically to anger a ghost, you'd say their name over and over. So maybe that's some sort of meter. So like as they say your ghost's name over and over, you have a meter to where you can actually like slowly show up. And because I don't want it to be to where it's like one of those, what do you call it?
Dead by Daylight clones.
Yeah, I don't want that because they're always overpowered. The creatures or whatever you want to call them.
Oh, actually, speaking.
Oh, wait. I know what you're gonna say, Chug.
Yeah,
I want to
yeah,
keep
yeah.
going on Phasmophobia, and then you can mention that.
Okay.
I think for the ghost, the sanity as it goes down, you can haunt them more and more. That's probably how it'll work.
Yeah.
The sanity drain, and also when they say the name, maybe it gives you like a 5-second window where you can say something,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
something like that, something cool. And
That
as
would
their
actually be really
sanity
cool.
gets lower, then you can start going after them. And maybe there's like a certain level of anger that you can start a hunt,
Mhm.
and they can actually come after them.
I don't know. I think that'd be really interesting.
They can
Yeah.
add so
Be a
much
great
to the
addition.
game, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it's still in early access, isn't it?
Yes.
It is. And when it gets released, hopefully they have that Be the Ghost mode. That I can't wait to play
Definitely.
that. That'd be awesome.
Chug, you were saying something?
Oh yeah, I was gonna mention. JD mentioned something about Dead by Daylight clones, and I actually tried Resident Evil Resistance the other day.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, because
So
it
what
was
is that all
a
about?
free weekend. So pretty
Oh,
much.
are you serious?
Yeah, I think it's still
I
free
missed
right
that.
now.
Oh,
If you,
Wait.
it's tomorrow.
Chuck,
if
you want to
wanna try
explain
it.
what that is?
So basically, it takes place in the Resident Evil universe, and it has the same mechanics as Resident Evil 2 and 3 remakes. And pretty much, it's like 4 people are these test subjects for these like evil Resident Evil tests, I guess.
Umbrella Corp tests.
Yeah, Umbrella Corp tests. And you get to choose from like a roster of different ones that have different abilities. And there's a mastermind behind the tests. And one person can be the mastermind. And 4 other people can be survivors. And
what's
the mastermind it's not like you don't get to choose like the tyrant. You choose a mastermind that can control everything. And so basically the mastermind has control of the cameras. And what he can do is he could take his like zombies or whatever mastermind you choose, they have a super ability, which is like the tyrant. Or
Yeah.
if you choose like the lady from Resident Evil 2, you can choose her husband as the super ability.
Hmm.
But
And
what
you
does
get
the
to
super
use
ability
that.
do?
You get to turn
Is that-
into a creature and go and fight the people
How long do you get to do that for?
until they kill it. Or
That's really cool.
until they can trap it or find a way to like do something to it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought that
Basically,
it was just another Dead by Daylight clone.
No,
I was watching Chug play it, and it's really different because the mastermind watches them via security cameras, and he can spawn in enemies using those cameras, or he can even use a gun that's on the camera and shoot at them, stuff like that. And the survivors have to. What is the goal? What do they have to do to survive?
They have to try to complete 4 objectives to escape the area. Like you have to open up certain doors.
Is the mastermind, is he over P?
Over P.
Yeah, I
Over
said
P,
over
yes.
P. Is he? Oh, wow, I didn't even mean to say that though.
That's awesome.
Is he overpowered?
No. Surprisingly not. Like I played a few matches and it wasn't too difficult. Like
We should play that. Maybe we can
master
stream it tonight.
Yeah, we could.
Oh,
That'd
there
be
goes the
pretty fun.
snowplow. You might hear that on the recording. It's snowing a little bit over here. We had a 1-foot snowstorm a couple days
that
ago.
was terrible.
Well, I love the snow, but the shoveling,
The
was
shoveling,
annoying.
no.
Snow is awesome.
Yeah, I have a huge
Gravel driveway.
Horseshoe gravel driveway. It took me like 4 hours straight to shovel the whole thing.
That's horrible.
It's terrible.
Didn't have a snowblower.
Anyway, we do, but the pins and the and what should I call it? The
belt or something.
belt.
Oh,
Yeah, they broke.
Oof.
Anyway, what were we talking about?
Resident
Resistance.
Evil.
Yeah, did I? Oh yeah, overpowered. You said that he wasn't. Or
No,
the
he's not.
mastermind
He's
isn't?
not overpowered. It's like you can only do stuff a certain amount of times, and you have to use it at the right time. So, like a good mastermind knows how to use his abilities and different things. Because if like a new player goes in, the survivors can escape really easily because they don't know how to like defend against them.
Yeah, and it's
Right.
different than those other ones because usually, like in Dead by Daylight, the survivors are just these weak little people that can't fight back. In Resident
Right.
Evil Resistance, you get guns that you can actually fight back against the zombies and all that.
Mhm.
So it actually
And,
looks pretty
and,
interesting.
and
Right,
it's
right.
and it's not like you have to shoot the zombie 50 times. It's like 1 or 2 shots to the head and you can get by.
That's nice.
Yeah, so it actually
Um,
looks a lot of fun.
Yeah, it does. I do want to talk about the new not Warzone, the new Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War and the Warzone update. So it's
Season
the first
1.
season. I think I don't know. You guys could probably explain it better than me. At least Chug, I know, because he knows a lot more about the multiplayer than I do.
Mhm.
I don't know exactly what everything that was added.
Okay, so basically what was added was 8 new multiplayer maps,
Right.
It was a new zombie mode called Jingle Hells.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay, let me see. So they added gunfight, and 4 of the multiplayer maps are gunfight maps,
Specifically for gunfight.
specifically for gunfight. Yeah.
Hmm.
2 of the major multiplayer maps. What was it? It was
I
Raid
know
and
there's
the Mall.
Raid. I like the mall.
The mall's
And Raid.
really
I like
fun.
both
They're
of
they're
them.
really good maps, like really
Yeah.
good.
Oh, Raid was insane. I played it for the first time last night, and I went ham. I got like 30 something kills on my first match on that one.
Oh.
Yeah, Raid is
Wait,
a
was that
really good map.
TDM?
Yeah,
Oh my.
it was insane because
It's
everyone was
insane.
trying to snipe on that map for some reason, and I was using an MP5, which is a really good gun in that game. And I was just mowing people down.
Wow.
Yeah, they also added.
Chuck, remember that mall round we played last night with
Which one?
the knifing guys? That was so annoying. They were like
some of
knifing
them
people running
had
around
shotguns
with knives and tomahawks, and they were really good with these
Dude,
tomahawks.
It was ridiculous.
And then
the annoying thing
everyone else
about
was
that
sniping.
though is, so it's like close range guys that get right up in your face, and if you don't get hit by them, you get hit by the people that are sniping you.
Yeah,
from afar.
it was like the worst combination possible.
We still won though.
Yeah, I don't know.
We still
it was
beat
an
them.
objective one.
Yeah.
They were just focusing on getting kills, and we were trying to get objectives.
The annoying thing about, well, I mean, if someone wants to use a knife, they can use a knife. But the annoying thing about it is that you'll be shooting them with an MP5, and they're so fast because they don't have the weight of the weapons that they can just take your bullets and then just stab you in one hit, and you're dead.
Yeah, and then they use stims and they're fine.
I was saying last night,
Yeah.
I feel like for the knives, they should use those for takedowns. Like it takes a few seconds to get a takedown. Because that's not the
Yeah.
way knives work. You don't just swipe it and someone dies.
Yeah, and you get their foot,
Yeah.
like their toe, their pinky toe,
Yeah.
and they die.
Yeah, you like cut someone's armpit and they die. It's a little ridiculous.
Well, going back to the content they added, they also did Nuketown. But they added Nuketown
right.
previously, but they made it like a Christmassy Nuketown.
I actually played that.
It's pretty fun,
It's
but
Nuketown.
Nuketown is just
It's
I don't know.
I don't know what it is, but in Cold War, the Nuketown is insane. More insane than Black Ops 2 or even Black Ops 3.
It's just because the
I don't know what it
newer
is.
Cold War or the newer Black Ops games are more fast paced.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
It was
Crazy
perfect for the
insane.
original Black Ops, which was a lot slower.
Yeah.
That's why it was so good for sniping and all that. And it still is good for sniping if you're doing like a 1v1 or something.
Yeah,
But-
but then
When you have full teams of people that spawn everywhere, it's just chaos.
well, no.
It really
I
is.
feel like if they took out the kill streaks
Score streaks.
or score
Their
streaks,
score
if they took out the
streaks, yeah.
score streaks on Nuketown, it would be better.
Yeah, but it still
What's-
is a
what's-
spawning nightmare.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So the what we mean by this is in the new Cold War, instead of kill streaks like it was before, they're called score streaks. So before in all the other previous Call of Duties, you'd have to get a streak of kills, like a string of kills, and then as you get more kills, you get the better like abilities or whatever you want to call them. Like if you get 3 kills, you get like a UAV, or maybe it's 4. If you get 5, you get like a lightning strike where you can call in an airplane and bomb the place or something like that. But in this one, it's score streaks. So even the worst players will get some of the best score streaks. And the annoying thing is it all happens at the end of the game. Like this happened to me the other day where the other team was losing, but at the end of the game, all the crappy players on the other team got their score streaks, and then it was just chaos. I mean,
They
utter
get
chaos,
attack
like lightning
choppers
strikes
and Hellstorm
Yeah.
missile or Hellfire missiles.
for not even getting a lot of kills, even just assists over the course of the game. And I don't like that.
yeah,
mechanic,
because
honestly.
assists count towards score streaks.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
So
It's
I don't
ridiculous.
really
pain.
like that, honestly. Yeah.
It used to be a reward for doing well, but now it's a reward
Yeah.
for playing. It's kind of weird.
Yeah. But no, but also along with this season 1 update for Cold War, there's a new map for Warzone, which I've been playing a lot. Actually, I've been kind of addicted to Warzone. Not even gonna lie.
The
I don't
new
know
map
why,
is
but I
really
just
fun.
It is.
yeah, it's just like this resurgence of like. Actually, that's what it's called. I think it's called Resurgence. But it's
Rebirth Island, right?
Yeah, Rebirth. Yeah, the game mode is Resurgence.
Oh, okay.
So because it's not in the original playlists for Warzone yet, but it's basically Alcatraz from
Black Ops 4.
Blackout. Yeah, Black Ops 4, but it's repurposed. It's Rebirth Island.
So
Yeah, it was
and
a
30
abandoned.
Very
players?
fast pace.
Wait, what?
How many players are in that? 30?
No, it's like
45.
45, okay.
Yeah.
I love how fast paced it is because my biggest complaint about battle royales is how long it takes to finish a match. So a game mode like this that's really fast paced, you can play a lot of rounds in a shorter amount of time, and there's a lot more action. So I like that a lot.
I like to switch off. So I do Rebirth a couple times, and then I like to do Verdansk still.
Yeah.
Because the other addition is that not only do you get the new map,
The new weapons.
keeping in mind that all this is free. Yeah, you also get, I think it's 30 new Cold War weapons that are implemented into Warzone. So Warzone is made on the Modern Warfare engine. Cold War is on a different engine. So they ported over all these weapons. And so now you get Cold War weapons plus Modern Warfare weapons. So there's a lot of content for free.
It's pretty awesome.
I think is great. One gun that's totally broken, though, is the MAC-10.
Yeah, it's broken in Cold War, too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, literally, last night,
I mean,
I didn't know this was a new weapon that was added because I'm not a super high rank in Cold War. I'm like 40 or something. And I didn't realize the MAC-10 was a new weapon. I was like, dude, why are they destroying with the MAC-10 now? Did this get buffed? And then he's like, oh, it's a new weapon that was added.
yeah, you have to get to level 14 or 15 on the season pass, and then you unlock it.
Yeah, the gun's insane. You stand no chance against that if you're in close quarters.
There's no way. I mean, before, like, Warzone, the main weapons people used were the Kilo, the Kar 98, and the R9 with fire breath bullets. But now people are using the MAC-10, and it's ridiculous. I mean,
it's a close quarters map with a new OP close quarters gun.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is that in Modern Warfare, and now they added it with the Cold War weapons because people were complaining, but the last suppressor that you unlock has both a damage range boost and a bullet velocity boost.
What?
On the MAC-10?
So, on any weapon, it's the last suppressor that you unlock. It's in all the guns in Warzone.
That's insane.
And now they just added it to the Cold War 2 days ago. So now all the Cold War weapons, the last suppressor gives you the same boost. So people put that on their MAC-10, and then they get a good short and medium range weapon.
That's
that just
pretty crazy,
shreds.
actually. Huh.
Yeah, they're gonna have to. They're gonna not buff it. They're gonna have to
No buff.
Nerf it.
If they buffed it, it'd be over.
Yeah, but the other weapon.
Also, what's the other one? Oh, the shotgun.
No, it's what is it called? The Groza.
Yeah,
the Groza
really
is
good.
OP too, but not as
That's a new one.
it is.
It was in Cold War before, wasn't it?
It's a weapon in Cold War.
Yeah, it was a Cold War weapon that they put in Modern Warfare.
Yeah. And I got it
Warzone.
in what is it? In Warzone? It wrecks.
Yeah, I saw one thing is the thing. I saw one guy make a video about it, and he the spray pattern of the Groza is a little wider than something like the Kilo, but with some attachments, you can get it down to where it's as accurate as a Kilo, but the damage output's a lot more. So that thing could be a really dangerous weapon.
Yeah. The guns feel
another
so
thing is
good. I forgot how good they felt
do.
in Modern Warfare engine.
Yeah.
I actually, yeah, I don't know. I like both engines, but I know you guys don't like it, but I like the Super Sprint or the whatever you call it.
It's
Yeah,
good
the
for
Ultra Sprint.
Warzone, but I didn't like it in TDM. It seemed kind of pointless, and it would leave.
I like
you
it for
vulnerable.
Warzone, yeah, because you get around. Yeah, definitely.
So it's good for Warzone.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, they added a new attack helicopter with 2 turrets on either side, but the day they released it, everyone found a glitch where, like, if you did something, I don't know what it was, but if you did it, you would be invisible and no one can shoot you. So you'd be in Warzone and there'd be these ghosts running around killing you, and the only way you can kill them is if you somehow run them over or you kill them with a grenade.
What in the world?
So they removed them.
That's insane. I wish I found that, to be honest. I would have loved to play a few rounds like that.
You couldn't get shot.
That's crazy.
You were invincible almost.
Could level up a whole bunch of times.
Yeah, so there's obviously some glitches, but actually I think the Cold War weapons ported over feel good in the Modern Warfare engine.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, I like them.
Yeah,
I'm pretty happy with the new update for both games.
Yeah, it's good. There's also the zombie. I haven't played it, but I know Chug has. I don't know. Jay, did you play it?
I have not. No, I'm pretty sure it's just a Christmas theme on the normal map.
I think
No,
so.
no. It's there's like it's a new game mode.
Oh wait, what? How does
Yeah,
that work?
So it's
you
not
kill
round-based?
zombies and then no, it is round based, but you kill zombies and you
Oh.
get presents. And what you can do with the presents is you can like these presents have stuff in them, like new weapons and sometimes
Huh.
perks. Sometimes it could have like important like grenades or something, stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool, but everything's Christmas themed.
It looked pretty much the same from what I was watching you play
It
it.
felt a lot. It feels similar.
Yeah.
Very
You need a
very
new map.
similar. Yeah, they do.
But that takes more or longer to make probably than just a normal multiplayer map.
Oh, I'm
You
sure.
gotta put like Easter eggs and
And the way
All kinds of
the
things.
zombies maps worked for Black Ops 3, I remember they released the Shadows of Evil one, and many months later they released a new map for DLC.
yeah. Shadows of Evil was a launch one, and then with each season pass came a new map. I think the next one was Dresendrak, which is one of the best zombies maps of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one with the bows.
But
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, I remember playing that with you.
I think that's pretty much for the new update, though.
Yeah. I
don't
see
know,
on
unless you guys have some other things.
No, well, actually, I wanted to mention Gunfight. Gunfight's really fun.
Oh yeah,
It is fun.
If people don't like the fast-paced nature of the normal TDMs, Gunfight is a good way to slow it down and get even more competitive. Because it's 2v2, they start on either side, and it's round-based, so you kill the other team and you win the round. And I think you have to win 6 rounds and then you win.
I think
was it
so,
6? I was playing it for
is
a
it
bit last night.
elimination?
Wait, what's that?
Is it elimination? Like if because I don't. That's from Modern
It's
Warfare, isn't it?
just like the one from Modern Warfare.
Yeah, it's really fun. I had one complaint though. In one of the rounds I played last night, somehow the people were able to shoot through the walls and hit me immediately. Like they would have a sniper and they shoot through the walls, and I'd have 1 health at the start of the round. I don't even know how that's possible.
Wonder if it was
Yeah.
the map you were playing.
The map I was playing when they did that was like the stage one. I forget what that was called.
Yeah,
It was-
but there might have been wall. They could have wall banged you.
Oh, I'm sure, but they need to stop doing that. Because if you can damage someone the second the round starts, they have an unfair advantage.
True.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, well, in that round, my teammate left because he got annoyed, and I actually still won because we were winning for a while. Chug saw that last night.
Yeah, that
where
was
I
funny.
sniped both of them. That was really fun. I actually liked the gunfight a lot. But they also added prop hunt. So,
oh yeah, I forgot about that.
what did you guys think of the prop hunt?
It's weird. I mean it's fun, but it's like different because it's Call of Duty. You don't expect something like that from Call of Duty.
Yeah,
But
I never.
it works
I never
just like
tried it.
normal prop hunt, pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh, well, almost like it.
Well, with the exception of every 15 seconds, the props actually whistle, and you have no control over it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Dude, I saw
Um,
some guy going crazy last night. He was running around avoiding literally the entire team. He was a prop, and he was somehow dodging every single one of their bullets, and they were all chasing him, and he won.
Does it feel similar to the Gmod?
Yes.
It does, yeah, but it has a couple features that I actually like. They have a decoy feature where you can put down decoys and throw people off your trail. You can change to any prop you want, wherever you are. You don't have to click on a prop and become it. And also, there's a lock button. So once you find a good position you like, you press lock, so you can rotate your mouse and actually look around
Yeah.
without it moving
Oh,
your prop.
nice.
So that's different than the Gmod one, which is pretty cool. But I feel like
Sounds like
it'd be
fun.
more fun with friends for sure. I was
Yeah,
playing with
definitely.
randoms.
Yeah, I haven't tried it. I definitely need to check that out.
Yeah, I would want to play that with some friends.
Yeah.
It'd be pretty fun. I think that was it for
do
the
you guys have
updates.
anything else to say? Yeah.
It's a pretty good update. I liked it.
It's very good. Yeah.
Good season 1. Very actually, I'm actually really happy with the season 1.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what comes out next.
On Chug's screen, I see golf with your friends up there.
Oh
Yeah.
golf with your
That's
friends.
not a new game, but we've been playing it a lot lately.
Yeah,
It's really fun. It's like a
Uh,
basic mini golf game.
I've only played it this year. I know Chug and Jay have played it. What
We actually got it when
Like-
it first came out.
for a
Yeah, we got it in a
when did
humble
it come
bundle.
out?
Let me see.
Yeah, because I've been enjoying it, but I don't know all the secrets, or not secrets, but I've been trying to look for skips, which are basically so you can look for a path to the hole
because there's a jump option you can add.
Yeah, you can do a little jump thing for your golf ball.
But
you can do skips, so you can go straight to the hole rather than going through the course.
We got it in 2016.
Wow. No.
January.
You didn't even have a PC
2016?
then. I got my first Steam account in 2016.
Really?
Yeah, we didn't get it in 2016.
You got it in 2016?
We didn't.
Well, no, JJ, my Steam account's like 5 years old though.
My Steam account was started in 2016, and I had a computer before you.
I got my computer in 2016, I'm pretty sure. Or maybe it was 2017.
Actually,
That's
I want
so
to double
weird.
check on that.
Actually, I
I
forgot.
want to double check.
I think mine's like 4, almost 5.
Let me see. View
So,
my...
yeah. November 7th, 2015.
2015?
Yeah.
How did you have a Steam account? You didn't even have a PC then. That's really weird.
Yours is 6 years old. You had yours in 2014.
Let me look at my purchase history. 2014, really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot longer than I thought.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so we did get it when it first came out.
Well, actually, yeah.
It's so odd how you can have so much fun in a game that's just about mini golfing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because of all the different things that can happen in the match.
Mm-hmm.
And it's different every time you play it, too. Especially with the jumping modes. There's this annoying thing you can do with a power-up mode where you turn every other opponent's balls into like a random shape, like a triangle or something. Or
Or an egg.
Square.
Yeah, like a pyramid. Like, how are you supposed to play when you're a pyramid? It's pretty crazy.
It's just supposed to
Yeah.
mess you up for a few seconds.
Yeah, but it gets a little annoying because you're moving, you're rolling across the ground, and then you become a square or a cube, and you just stop.
Yeah, true.
It's really annoying. But the game is really fun.
It is.
There's also crazy things like some of the maps that give you rocket launchers. So your little
Jetpacks?
your little golf ball has like a jetpack. Yeah, jetpack. I don't know why I said rocket launcher. A little
Jetpacks.
jetpack. You need to fly around.
Or
It's a lot of
Or
fun.
there's like ones where you stick to a wall, or
Oh yeah,
I don't know. It's really
Teleport.
cool. Yeah,
teleporters.
pulls you into a black
That's one we've
hole.
been playing a lot.
Which one? Oh, Golf with Your Friends, yeah. Let me look up my Steam library and see what else we've been playing.
There's apparently a new Game of Life 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I saw that.
We played that a
know
lot
what it
at
adds.
the beginning of the year.
Was it the beginning of this
It
year?
was.
I
It was
think
actually
so.
one of the videos we
Oh, you're
posted at
right.
first.
You're right. Yeah, I forgot about that. I don't know what the second one's supposed to add.
I don't know.
Came out,
Maybe
like,
it's a different map.
a couple weeks ago. Yeah, probably.
Oh, Tabletop Simulator.
Oh, the game's amazing.
It's not a new game, but it basically has any board game you can imagine in it. And there are no set game rules. You actually make the rules yourself. Kind of like playing a normal board game. Like there's a checkerboard and you have checker pieces, but you can play however you want to. You make your own rules. So that actually lends for a lot of different scenarios and a lot of different things you can do.
Yeah, there's also a workshop too that you can download. And, like people make other games. Like, what is it? Sam and I played the other day, and we downloaded Trouble. And we
Oh,
played
yeah.
Trouble, and then we also downloaded
Oh, I love
Sorry, and we played Sorry together.
Oh, I love Sorry
And it's
too.
really cool. Just like
Like
all
you
that
buy
you
one
do.
game and then you can play tons of other board games.
Hmm.
And it feels like you're playing an actual board game. It's different. It's not like playing Monopoly on the Steam game. That feels more like a video game than an actual Monopoly. But when you play Tabletop Simulator, you actually have all the pieces separately. And you could pick them up, you can throw them off the table. If you get mad at the other player, you literally can flip the table over and, and end the game.
Yeah,
Pretty
dude,
awesome.
If you play Monopoly and Tabletop Simulator, you have to deal with all the money yourself and all the banking and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's
Oh, wow.
completely
It's
manual.
It's very, very like
So I feel like-
hands-on.
I wouldn't want to play Monopoly in that game.
No.
But smaller games like checkers, chess, what's the one we were playing with a little black and white
Oh,
circles?
Othello?
Othello, yeah, stuff like that.
It's a very fun game actually.
Oh,
I think.
Little Nightmares 2 demo.
Oh yeah, that was great.
demo was awesome.
Man, that was good.
I love how you can pick up things like that are heavy and use them as weapons and stuff. You can use them to break objects
Yeah.
or other stuff. I'm not going to spoil it,
I
but
honestly, I think this one, just from the demo, it's crazy how they packed this all in, but it was so tense.
Yeah.
There's one
So
part.
tense.
You might know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about, where you run into like a whole bunch of creepy looking people, statues or whatever. That part
Oh,
freaked me
yeah,
out because I
yeah.
didn't expect it.
I actually stopped in the doorway. I was like,
Yeah.
I had to like pause, and then I slowly went by, but I was on
Well, I
edge.
ran in the room and then I didn't even notice what was happening at first, and it kind of freaked me out a little bit.
It
was
reminded me of the
awesome.
room from Resident Evil 7
Was it the blood
when you're
room?
at the table.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I
And
know what you mean.
Yeah. Another thing is that I don't know if it's just me. Maybe I'm wrong about this, but it feels like the map, or you can traverse a more 3-dimensional like space. Like it seems like you can move around more than you could in the first one. Probably because it was smaller court hallways and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
But it seems like it's more open. Like you
I
can
don't
go
know. The first one
further
was pretty
back.
open though.
I think because you start off in a forest, that it felt more open.
Yeah.
Because usually
Probably, yeah.
in the first game, you're in confined spaces, so it looks more closed
Yeah.
off, but I think it's about the same size.
Also, the camera is great. I don't know if you guys remember, but at the end, there's this one part where, towards the end of the demo, where you're going through the grass or whatever, and then as you go a little further and the situation gets more tense, the camera, like, it zooms in, but the way they use the camera in this one is so smooth.
Yeah.
And it makes the image more, I don't know, it makes it more, I don't know what you call it, like, it just makes you more tense.
It was
Yeah.
very
overall.
immersive. I love
Yeah.
the demo, and I can't wait to play the full game.
Comes out in
Yeah,
February.
this is a good.
What's that?
Oh, really?
Comes out in February. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's going to be like, you said it was 30?
It was like 30, but you could pay 40 and get the DLC with it.
I'm hoping it's
Oh,
longer.
there's DLC already?
Yeah. Well, no,
Already?
no,
Or-
not
or-
already.
oh,
It's just
season
when
pass.
it comes out.
Okay.
I'm going to have to get that one.
Yeah, I'll probably get it.
Probably. I mean, I just playing this demo, I'm already excited. And it's kind of like that one thing that we were worrying about. We were worrying that it would lose the scare factor or lose the atmosphere. But it seems, at least from the demo, that it keeps all of this and even heightens it
Yeah.
Yeah.
in some places.
It made it really cool. And there were some parts where you were supposed to solve the puzzle a certain way, but you feel smart for doing it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to say any of the puzzles because it's best experience for the first time yourself, but there were some parts where I felt like I was smart for doing it, yet it was the only way to solve it. You might know
Yeah.
what I'm talking about, but
I think
I
do, yeah.
really liked the demo a lot.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Did we mention SCP Pandemic?
No, I had that in the back of my mind the whole time. That's a pretty good one.
It is good, yeah. I wish I could play it more though. It's
Did that come out in early access
No,
this
it's
year?
still locked.
Or no, not early. I mean, alpha.
Oh, yeah.
The
They
alpha
came out
this
in
year,
like
yeah.
the past couple months.
the alpha. Yeah, it was really fun. It was like kind of like SCP Secret Lab combined with Killing Floor.
Yeah, but the gunplay, it was so
Yeah,
It's
good.
amazing.
The guns and the animations
Very impressive.
are amazing from this small development team that I've never even heard of.
The graphics are good too.
They are, yeah.
Yeah.
They obviously are putting
I'm
a
really
lot
impressed.
of time into it.
It's a four-player co-op story driven?
Yeah,
Gameplay?
yeah. But there's not like any voice acting and stuff yet. Other
Yeah.
than
But
the toilet. The toilet.
Oh,
Oh, the
yeah.
butt eating toilet?
Yeah. And if you walk into the bathroom, he's like, I want to eat your butt.
That's the best SCP.
It's like the best part of the game.
That's a real SCP.
Yeah.
Literally.
It's awesome. It's my
What is it?
what's that?
Do you guys know the number?
No, I don't.
Oh.
But he's a pretty
That's
awesome
funny.
SCP.
Yeah. It's like what would you say? It's not really wave based, but it's kind of like waves. of
It's not
zombies.
wave.
No, you
It's-
progress
you
through
clear
the
'em
level,
out.
and like there will be a bunch of them that come out at you, but you actually have progress. It's not just randomly spawning enemies come at you. Like
Yeah, there's a
wave-based game.
facility
only-
full of creatures, and you have to clear the facility pretty much.
Yeah,
Yeah. There's only one type right now. I think they're gonna add peanut later.
That's gonna be
clone
scary.
of Peanut.
Oh,
There
no,
could
that
be
was
mul-
killed. That
SCP.
wasn't confirmed.
No,
They
that
were-
wasn't.
Oh.
No, they actually had it there, and they're trying to see if whether or not they were going to add it or not. So I think they were asking their community and having people vote on it.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I hope it is in there. That would make it really scary.
it would.
Let's see. We also played Rust. I mean, that's not a game that released, but we played that at the beginning of the pandemic, at the shutdown.
Oh yeah,
In like March, yeah.
yeah, that was fun too. We
Yeah.
had a lot of really fun interactions with our couple
Yeah,
weeks with that game.
By the end of the wipe, because we played a 2-week wipe, we were literally the top clan there.
Yeah,
I don't know what to say clan.
we
We
had
befriended a whole bunch of people near us, and
Yeah.
then we also built up our own compound. It was not just a base; it was a literal compound.
Yeah.
To the point where no one could raid us. We had turrets everywhere. We had an excessive amount of turrets.
Yeah, so I set up all the power, and with the new not really new, but semi-new update in Rust, you now have to have some sort of power source, so solar or wind, some sort of power. Then you route it through some routers, and then you have like a power hub, and then you extend that to the turrets. So most people, I mean, we raided some guy down south, and he had a massive compound that was in a rock. He had maybe 3 turrets. Our compound, I was able to set 27 turrets up, not
that's
including
ridiculous.
all the shotgun traps that didn't require power, but they'd be hanging from the ceiling. So if someone opened a door and they weren't approved on the building, then they would get shotgunned in the face. So we had like maybe 20 of those on almost every door. So we were.
Well, it was a pain
I don't
because
think any bases.
we would like you or Ricky would stay on late one night and you would set up a whole bunch of stuff, and then like Chug and I would get on the next day, and we weren't authorized
yeah.
on any of the turrets you set up, and so we'd get mowed down just walking in our own base.
It was awesome. I mean, we had like a courtyard in the middle, and then we had this little like kind of in between place that would bring you to the front courtyard where we keep our horses, and 2 turrets, and that's where our big gate was. So we kind of meet with people.
Yeah, they would
there.
show up, and if they pulled out their weapons or turrets, which would mow them down.
It's really cool.
Yeah, it was. It was one of the gooder. It was one of the better experiences in Rust.
Yeah, it's fun
Mostly
to
because of the
play
friends we
like
made.
every once in a while and have a lot of really awesome experiences, and then you get a little tired out and don't play it for a while.
Yeah.
But it's still a good game, and I know
Yeah,
a lot of
that's kinda how
people
Rust is.
say, "Oh, it's too grindy." Just find a server that has lower upkeep and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like split in half or something.
Yeah,
I think that's kind of because I was able to make a deal with some guy, and we were able to get a server on a hosting site, and I actually cut it I think to a third the decay, so even better.
yeah.
So you don't have to grind all the time. Wait, did Sea of Thieves come out this year?
No,
No.
that was a while ago.
Oh.
We were playing it at the beginning of this year, and I think it came out a year before that. To be honest.
Oh, on Steam it was this year in the
Oh
summer.
yeah,
That game really kind of made a comeback. I mean, I haven't played it, but it definitely
it wasn't a
added
disaster
more content.
to start with. It was just lacking. It wasn't like No Man's
Yeah.
Sky where it was a complete launch disaster.
Yeah, it was 2018 that Sea of Thieves came out.
Yeah, they just added a lot of cool content that made the game worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still would play it now. Even looking at it now, it seems really fun.
I actually don't own it. It's on Xbox Game Pass.
Yeah, Sam and I were the only ones to buy it
Oh,
on
yeah.
Xbox Game Pass, but then we didn't know
I got it
it
on
was coming to
Steam.
Steam, and if that was the case, we would have waited, but
Yeah,
so whatever.
What's another game?
Risk of Rain
Battlefront
2.
2 kind of made it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
the game
that's
is
such a good
awesome.
game.
So it's a
haven't played it in a while.
roguelike game, where you play as these survivors who crash landed on a planet, in an alien planet, and the goal is to survive tons of enemies until you can get to the teleporter and progress to the next level. The enemies all drop gold, and you can use that gold to unlock chests and little shops that are around the world. So you get power-ups that make your character more powerful.
Yeah.
I might have mentioned it before, but the game basically lets you become as OP as you want. And so every run is different, obviously, since it's a roguelite.
And you could play however you want to.
Yeah, there are different modifiers that let's say the enemies have half health, but double enemy spawn, and stuff like that. So there's just a lot of replayability with it.
I'm looking at the Steam page now, and just scrolling down, seeing all the reviews. People have hundreds and hundreds of hours.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
I don't blame them.
I don't see anything below 10 right now. I mean, the game has so much replayability.
And the music is really cool. I love the music.
It's really cool.
It is.
I actually bought another game by those developers called Deadbolt, and it's a 2D game where you play as the Grim Reaper, who's a hitman, and it's kind of like Hotline Miami, but like a 2D side scroller. It's really cool because you get different weapons, and you can shoot the lights out so people can't see you, and you have to kind of kill everyone in the house or base or whatever it is as quickly as, or not as quickly, but without dying, and you can die in 1 or 2 hits, kind of like Hotline Miami.
Huh.
But it has the same style music as Risk of Rain 2 because the same guy did it. It's a really cool
That's
game.
Cool.
A lot of cool games that came out this year. Mostly small games,
There's a first.
to be honest.
Actually,
the first Risk of
what is
Rain
it?
was a 2D.
Oh, yeah. It was,
Yeah,
that's kind of the
right.
style of Deadbolt.
What is it? Doom Eternal came out in March.
Oh, yeah. How was that?
It's amazing. I know JJ.
You said it was better than the first one,
Oh
wasn't it?
yeah, like 10 times better. No, but JJ started it, but he never finished it.
The weird thing is, with the big AAA games, a lot of times I'll start them, and then I'll get sidetracked on another like roguelike game, and I never end up going back to the AAA one. That's just how it is for me. It's kind of weird. Like I don't usually get addicted to a AAA game.
That's kind of how I've been with Red Dead 2. I started it, and then I just got
Well,
distracted.
that was different for me. I played that for like 60 hours straight until like I did a lot of stuff. That was one
Yeah.
game I was really immersed with.
Yeah.
You should really finish Red Dead 2.
Whoa,
That'd be
what
worth
is
a
this?
full podcast on.
Yeah, I've been meaning to.
It
Eventually, I just got Long Dark though. It's like calling to me.
yeah.
I just keep seeing new games. Wait, where is Long Dark on my Steam? Trying to find it. I don't know. That looks really interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll have to finish Red Dead 2 at some point.
Ye-
And then Dark Souls 3.
Yeah.
Please, Dark Souls 3. We need to talk about it.
Yeah.
So we're over an hour now. You want to kind of wind down a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Are there any other games? Because I can't really think of any.
I think we covered most of the memorable ones.
Oh, I do want to mention one.
What's that?
So, one game that didn't come out in 2020, but is something that we picked up in 2020 and kind of like revolved everything around is Bean Battles.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, what happened was
That game is amazing.
Brian was just joking with me, and he's like, JJ, you should buy this game. And it was $1, so I actually had some Steam credit, and I bought it. And then it was actually really fun, so a lot of other people from our personal friend group got it. And then we started playing it on Cubold. And so our community is obsessed with Bean Battles now. Like, Caleb bought a Bean Battles hoodie. Our entire Discord
Yeah.
server is
Oh, I
based
love
around
that thing.
beans. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I set up the roles. So our Discord server is to where the more active you are, the more or the better role you get, I guess. So I set it up to where you get a different bean. And so I think the last bean is going to be like God Bean or something like that.
That's awesome.
But yeah, that game is hilarious. It's like a battle royale, I guess you can say, but it feels more like a free for all.
It's a
But,
meme that actually is fun.
Yeah.
Mhm. And it's $1 too,
Yeah.
so you're not losing anything by buying it.
Yeah, that if you have a I think it's
99 cents.
99 cents, and then it often goes to like 50 cents or 49.
Yeah.
on sales, yeah.
But if you can literally have like maybe 8 random Steam cards, sell them, and then be able to buy it.
Mhm.
So that's a good one that we've been playing. Definitely something that changed our lives.
Oh,
Yes.
It changed. It actually helped Cubold a lot, to be honest. Like a lot of people get excited
it
about
did.
it. Like we've done Bean Battles tournaments that people got excited about.
Oh yeah. I hosted one a couple weeks ago, and it's funny because Casey was like, I had this whole like thing where I had a bracket on my because I was streaming it. I had a bracket on the bottom right, and every time Casey would go up, he's like, "Oh man." He's like, I'm so nervous, my hands are shaking. I'm like, I started laughing because
It's Bean
I mean, the
Battles.
reward was like a $15 Steam game and like a bean roll, champion bean in the Discord server. But
yeah,
it gets
it's
people
fun.
excited.
Yeah, like little prizes like that get people excited.
I think overall, it's actually been a great year.
It
Though.
has.
Well,
It's been a great year
It's
for indie
weird.
games. The majority of the
Yeah,
ones
it's
we
been a
talked
great-
about are indie games.
it's been a great year for indie games. It's been a good year for us since we were able to start this community, since we were able to grow it. The YouTube channel has been doing great.
Oh yeah,
I think it's weird because even though, this whole shutdown thing happened, we were able to focus a lot on things that matter to us, like the podcast. I don't think we'd ever have the time to do that.
Yeah.
It got us to slow down a bit and actually focus on things that really matter.
And I know 2020 has been hard for a lot of different people, especially small business owners and all that. But I'm really thankful that for us personally, we've been able to grow a lot as a community and as a channel.
Yeah.
And
it's been a good year.
Yeah, I've actually enjoyed 2020, despite all the 2020 memes of how bad it's been.
Yeah.
Like, we still laugh at those, but it actually has been a good year, to be honest.
Yeah. For us, I mean, there's been a lot of hurt and a lot of things that have happened, but at least for us, it's been great. Good games too.
Yes.
Great indie games.
Yeah, even with all the shutdowns and quarantining and all that stuff, surviving COVID, it's been good.
And you guys did survive COVID. I forgot about that. But when this episode releases, if you're able to listen to it before, we want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a great New Year, because the next time you'll be hearing us is actually in 2021.
Yes.
Looking forward to a better year, hopefully.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm so excited for 2021.
Me too. We have big plans for Cubold,
yes,
especially in the spring and stuff like that.
Yep, definitely.
So as usual, if you listen to our podcast and don't talk to us in the community, definitely join our Discord server, which you can find on our website. And you can also just look up Cubold Gaming, and the Discord server is one of the first things that shows up. So we really, really love to hear from people that listen to our podcast.
Yeah, especially from the podcast.
Yes.
We hear a lot from YouTube, but
podcast listeners,
more people from the podcast
are the most secluded people. Like, they lurk so much.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't blame them. I listen to podcasts that I never interact with the community.
Yeah.
I don't blame them at all, but we would really love to have you join our Discord server and maybe even join our videos.
Ooh, yeah.
It'd be pretty cool.
All right. Well, that's our last podcast of 2020. Merry Christmas, and we will see you next year.